Use case number 18. As soon as an opportunity stage reaches needs analysis, add all the users of role opportunists to the team, right? So we'll create a role and that would be named opportunists. And as soon as your opportunity stage is updated to needs analysis, all the people who are part of this role should be added as team members to the opportunity record, right? So we did a use case with opportunity team members. We'll be creating similar records this time. We'll not be deleting them. And when would we be doing this? We'd be doing this on the opportunity object every time the record is updated, and if in case it meets this particular stage criteria. Cool. Let's go inside Salesforce, and first of all, let's create the role. So I'll go to roles. Let's set up roles, and I'll just expand all. And let's say I want to put opportunists under human resources. I mean SVP human resources. Okay, we'll call this opportunists. Role name displayed winners, right? And they should have edit access on all the opportunities that they're associated to. Okay, we're giving the edit access on the opportunity level. I'll say save, right? So my role is configured. Let me add some people to the role. So instead of this, let me take a look at all users, and let's add all of these guys in this role. Or let's just add the security and the integration user. Okay, let's see if that works or not. Save. Or we'll create a new user later on. That's okay. For now, let's add these two guys. Cool. Now let's move on to Salesforce developer console, and let's create. I might have an opportunity trigger. Let's check. Yes, I do have an opportunity trigger. Let's open this. What is our event? Would it be before update or after update? It should be after update, right? Because once it has happened, once it has been done, that's when we want to add this particular people to the team. So I'll go and write an after update logic, which is already present as an event. Do I have an after update here? Yes, it is right here. If trigger dot is after, if trigger dot is update, we already have one code here. We'll leave this as is. I'll call one more code here. I'll say opportunity trigger handler dot add team members. And what do I need to send? I want to send the trigger.new variable, and I'll also be comparing the stage values, right? So I'll send the old map so that I can easily compare it with the old map. How will I do that? Let's take a look. Now this method is not present. That's why the problem has arisen. I'll go to opportunity trigger handler, and I'll just create one method that would be add team members. Okay, so this would be the list of new records and map of ID comma opportunity, and this would be old map records. Save. Okay, now this is saved up fine. Let's go back here and save this also. All right, the framework is set up. Now let's write our code. I'll say for each opportunity in new records, take a look. If op.stage name equal to needs analysis. Let me quickly take a look at this particular stage name values. Okay, let's go to query. Let's execute this. We have all of these options, right? Let's say we want, yeah, this value right here, right? So I'll just pick needs analysis and I'll paste it here to avoid any kind of typos. Okay, if the stage name is equal to needs analysis, the new stage name, and I want to check whether the stage name has been updated, only then do it, right? So I'll say op.stage name is not equal to old map records dot get op.id dot stage name. Save. What am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say if the stage name is not equal to what's the current stage name and the new stage name is needs analysis. Okay, only then go inside this loop and add members. Right? And what do I want to do? I want to create opportunity team members here. So I'll say opportunity team member OPP member equals new opportunity team member. Op member list dot add OPP member. I need to define this list outside. I'll do that right away. I'll say list of opportunity team member equals new list of opportunity team members. I'll just copy it from here, put it here, copy the name of the list and put it here. Save. Now there should not be any error, right? And now I want to set the values of the field values of the team member record. So I'll say opportunity ID should be equal to the current op ID. That's the parent association. Okay. What should be the opportunity access level? I'll give access level as edit. And what should be the user or user ID? The user ID should be everyone from that role, right? So how do I do it? I have to basically query all users who are part of the role. So I'll query a list of user. I'll say users by role, or I'll just say opportunists equals select ID from user where is active equal to true. This is a good check to keep so that only active users are provided the access, right? And the role, right? Now how do we figure out the role? Do I have something that's called role.name? Let's take a look. Select role ID from user. Let's see if this opens up or not. This does not give you any information, right? Is there a user role field? I mean, I'm just trying to remember it. Ideally there should be user role ID maybe. So you see we have some user role IDs, right? And what if I say user role.name? So that gives you the user role, right? So you see there are two people who have the opportunist role, security and the integration user, right? If I bring in the name of the user, I get this also, right? Can I say select ID comma name ID from user where user role.name equals opportunists? I'll only get those guys who have been assigned this role, these two guys, right? So I'll just copy this particular query and use it on my code. So I'll just get rid of this altogether, and I'll just check one more thing, is active equal to true, so that I do not give access to an inactive user. That brings an exception. So let's save this. So the list is created, the error has gone from here, and now I need to assign user IDs here, right? Now I need to write this code for every user who is in this particular list, which means I have to iterate this for all the users. So user rec who's part of the opportunist role, I want to create a team member record for them, right? So I'll just take this up, put it inside, get rid of the empty spaces, get this back, say save. And now what should be the user ID? This should be nothing but user rec.id. I have the user record context here, right? Who are part of this particular role. No errors now, everything is saved. And now if this particular list has values, just how we check every time, if the list is not empty, I simply say insert OPP member list. That should do. Save. Okay, let's go ahead and test it out. So I'll go back here. Let's open any opportunity. Let's take a look at pyramid emergency generator, right? Are there any team members who are part of this particular team? There's no one here, right? So I'll go here, and what's the current status? What's the current stage name? It is prospecting. So as soon as I change it to needs analysis, security guy and the integration guy should be added. That is what we have done, right? So I'll say need analysis, save. So this saved up fine, and if you notice, 2 members have been added. Cool. So that was use case 17 for you. All right. Great. I'll see you in the next one. Sorry, this was use case 18. Yeah. So we already did use case 17. This one is use case 18. That's what we did. Let's move on to the next one.